Welcome to the Mimeoplasm. Hope you're excited for everybody's favorite 1960s horror monster. As far as opening hand goes, yes, love it. We're going to keep on this one. We do have a green source. We do have a discard outlet and Lava Troll. And we have another way to kind of get a few more cards into the graveyard with careful study. Lord of the Voids. Fun reanimator target. Hopefully we can kind of go for that. See what we're playing against, though. If it's Atraxa Super Friends, then we'll really... Lord of the Void won't be that potent, but it's still... usually my first choice when we go for Mimeoplasm, other than like having to close the game out. Let's go ahead and go for Dark Slick Shores. I think I like that. Yeah, let's go Dark Slick Shores. Let's go for Careful Study. We know for sure that we want to get Life from the Loam. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and go Lord of the Void, and then let's go ahead and go Life from the Loam into the graveyard. Yes, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing the Mimeoplasm, 1960s horror monster. As Mimeoplasm enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creature cards from graveyards. If you do, it enters the battlefield as a copy of one of those cards, and then the other card we get +1 counters equal to its power. Now, the main thing to note with Mimeoplasm is it says that cards from graveyard... Winter Orb. Let's go and dredge Life from the Loam. This 100% kills the crap. Let's go ahead and... go for Sunken Ruins. That what we're going to go for. Opulent Palace is going to come into play tapped. I do like leaving up Rights of Refusal, though. That way if we're going to counter something. We can only untap 1 land, like a peasant during their untap step. Let's go ahead and go for the Opulent Palace. I think we're okay. I'm missing on something. Then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Playing gets Atraxa. Flying, Vigilance, Stat Touch, and Lifelink at the beginning of your end step. Proliferate. And Winter Orb. Hate that card. It's one of the... if we're ranking cards that are bad, there's going to be Scavenging Ooze, and then there's Winter Orb. It's almost like, it's like a 51, well, no, excuse me, I hate Scavenging Ooze a lot. I'm just going to get these Sunken Ruins down. Yeah, let's get some dredge going. Yeah, let's go. Underground Sea, get the river going. That's going to be green, and then 1 off the Sunken Ruins, and we'll bring those back to the hand. I'm going to go and pass the turn. So, opponent is missing blue mana to get down to Atraxa, so hopefully they'll stay off blue mana for the rest of the game, since they did get down Winter Orb. But we still have Personal Tutor. Let's go and untap Opulent Palace, like that. And we'll go and dredge Life from the Loam. Sounds like a plan. And then Hedron Crab and Lord of Extinction. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Underground Sea down. Yeah, that puts us on getting down Lord of the Void and then Lord of Extinction. Well, Lord of Extinction is actually going to be equal to all the all the cards in graveyard. So we can go Lord of the Void and get some additional counters on there. So I kind of do like that. It'll allow us, hopefully, to kind of push past on Atraxa. And then opponent does get down the Submerged Boneyard. Okay. Anything else that we want to go for? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I had my TV on. I didn't realize it... like a commercial came on, it got really loud. And let's see what we draw into. Draw into Catacombs. Let's go ahead and get the Ipnu down. And do you want to go for Mimeoplasm? I feel that's going to be our best bet at this point right now. Or we can leave up Rights of Refusal if our opponent's going to tap out for Atraxa. But then that puts them in a spot where they're simply going to be able to go for it again next turn. Let's go ahead and do that. Lord of the Void is going to have Flying. We're not going to have First Strike or anything like that. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, and Lifelink. So if we come across, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Yeah, let's leave up Rights of Refusal. We have Personal Tutor. So what we can do is, I'm trying to think how we want to sequence this. So we've Golgari, we have Lotlet Troll. I want to see if we can't get rid of Atraxa and get rid of that Winter Orb. We can use the, what is it called? The Leviathan. Yeah, let's just go and leave up Rights of Refusal. I kind of like that. We can discard Life from the Loam out of the bin. Just got to set that back. We can still keep making the land drops. And then if we want to go for Cruel Tutor, we can go for that. But if we do bounce the Winter Orb back to the hand, that'll allow us to kind of untap and hopefully kind of have a little bit of a bigger step, I think so. Or if we're going to keep making land drops, that's perfectly fine. And we go for the Life from the Loam. Okay, see what we draw into. Rip into a Liliana, Death Master, exactly what we needed. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. And then if we go for Liliana at this point right now, that's going to be Lord of Extinction coming down. We can use that -3 ability, or we can simply just start tapping up on that. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go for Liliana. I kind of like that. If we're going to go all in on one creature, actually, let's make sure we're a little bit smart about the lands that we tap, since we are having to tap our mana like a peasant. Let's go ahead and untap. Let's crack the Catacombs. Let's grab a dual land. Let's go and grab the Tropical Island off this one. Grab Tropical Island. There we go. Let's get down Liliana. Let's go black, black, one, and then green. And then we'll go and tap down these Sunken Ruins. Okay, it's going to keep us off Rights of Refusal, but it's going to put us on Rights of Refusal the following turn. If our opponent has a counter spell, go for it. If not, we can simply go for the +2 ability and just really start getting those zombies on the battlefield, kind of push past on Atraxa. I'm okay with that. Then if they want to swing in with it at Liliana, they can go for it. We get into spots where we might be able to kind of Grim Tutor for something. Okay, opponent was tapping. Let's see what they're going to go for. We do get down Liliana. Let's go ahead and plus up on Liliana. Well, I guess technically we could go, if we really want to apply some pressure on our opponent, we could go for Lord of the Void. Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go -3 on Lord of the Void. Yeah, I like doing that. Let's go Lord of the Void. We're going to get onto the battlefield. If our opponent has removal, they have removal. They're going to have to use it this turn. It's going to keep them off Atraxa. And then at this point, we at least have a flying beat stick in the air with Lord of the Void. So, all right, opponent goes for unsummon, bouncing it back to the hand. That's okay. We can still somehow get it into the bin off Rights of Refusal, and then we can still start ticking up Liliana. Now, the main thing is that while our opponent did tap one land out, so if they do go for Atraxa, we can Temporal Mastery. Okay, take an extra turn up this one. Sure, go for it. But, oh, excuse me, I've been recording all day. Happy birthday to Jolt. I can't remember if I said it. It's one of those things where I get wrapped up in commentary and I can't remember if I said it or not. Anyway, happy birthday to Jolt. You wanted a Mimeoplasm birthday deck. Here we are. This is what we're going for. All right. Opponent took that extra turn, and then they're going to be able to go for that. Yeah, I've been recording all day. My wife's out of town, so I've been recording Magic for about 3 or 4 hours now. So getting to that fun point in the commentary stage to where commentary's a little loose and been playing Magic for 3 or 4 hours. It's enough to make you be like, oh, a little cray-cray. All right, but I love it, though. It's fun. All right, Proliferate. Main thing is I'm excited to have just a day to record Magic. That is so nice. You know, the holidays, my recording schedule really got jacked up. All right, let's go and get the Drowned Catacomb down. Let's go and go for Liliana. Plus up on Liliana. Get a zombie. Put the top 2 cards of our graveyard into the graveyard. And then let's go ahead and let's go Personal Tutor. What we can do is we can put the Living Death on top of our library. That'd be a good way to kind of bring some cards back out of the bin. I think I'd like that. Let's go ahead and go for Life from the Loam. I'm going to keep making our land drops. It's going to be one of our ways to kind of get out from underneath that. And we can race a track, so we can make that work. So let's go green, the Tropical Island. Bring those back to the hand. Let's go and go for Personal Tutor. Let's go and grab that Living Death. Yeah, I like that. Let's grab Living Death. Make sure we're clicking on the right one. Living Death is going to go on top. And then we are at 8 cards in hand, which is going to allow us to dump Lord of the Void. So we'll be in a good spot. All right, discard Lord of the Void. Now, we do have to start untapping our mana, but we hopefully, between untapping our mana and making our land drops between Life from the Loam, we'll be at a good spot. The main thing is we do not need to dredge Life from the Loam next turn, because that is not going to be good. If we dredge Life from the Loam, then we're going to lose Living Death, so that's always something that I'm really worried about, making that mistake. So that's why I kind of say the commentary to make sure I don't do it. All right, opponent swings in, takes care of Liliana. And like I said, we're just racing on Living Death at this point right now, and so as long as we can get Atraxa back to the command zone, we'll be in a good spot. All right, let's untap our land, tap the Palace like a peasant. And then let's see, we do not want to dredge that. We'll draw into the Living Death. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. And then we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. So we have Cavern of Souls down. We're not going to swing it with the zombie. So next turn we get one more untap. That's going to be 3. We'll have the land drop to make for the turn. That's going to be Cavern of Souls. And the following turn we have Bloodstained Mire. We still have Life from the Loam in the graveyard, so that's going to be another dredge option for us to go for next turn. We can dredge that out, but at least right now we're looking at Hedron Crab, we're looking at Lord of the Void, and Lord of Extinction. So we don't really have that many cards in graveyards, but once we get kind of get these cracks going and get down Hedron Crab, we'll end up with a pretty sizable Lord of the Void. Lord of Extinction. Look at that. Got 2 Lords out of the graveyard, Lord of Extinction and Lord of the Void. Like it. All right, put a swinging for 4. It's going to put us down to 25, and then we'll go to 38. Let's go and crack the Catacombs. They have nothing to proliferate on right now. Let's go and crack the Catacombs. And then let's go ahead and grab the Bayou. It's going to come into play untap. That's the main thing. Proliferate on nothing. That's fine. About the only thing that would really kind of hurt us right now is if they had some sort of Planeswalker. That would not be the best. Let's go ahead and untap the Sunken Ruins. And let's go and dredge life from the loam. See if we can't get a few more. Damnation, okay. And then let's go ahead and get the Cavern of Souls. We'll get the Bloodstained Mire down. That way we can crack it. And then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Yes. All right, so it puts us at one more land on tap next turn. We'll be able to go for Living Death, get rid of Atraxa, get some good stuff on the board. So that's one of the things, like, I hate Winter Orb. Like, if I could go back in time, like, if you had a Magic Time Machine, I would. I'd go back in time and get rid of it and say, hey, don't print that card. Magic would be a better place without it. But it serves its purpose, you know. I'm not salty towards the card. It's just, I like action. I like untapping my lands every turn, stuff like that. That's where I get kind of bummed with Winter Orb. Now with Scavenging Ooze, that's a justifiable hate. Like if our opponent get out Scavenging Ooze right now, started picking apart our Reanimator targets, that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, Winter Orb, because you know I do play some decks with stacks effects, but I think it's just I don't know, it just drains the Magic life out of me. That's pretty much what it boils down to. All right, let's go and crack the Bloodstained Mire. Now at this point right now, we kind of need to watch out for a counter spell, to be honest. I'm just going to shock in the Watery Grave. Yes, we're going to pay 2 life. And I guess if we wanted to, we could wait one more turn and then go for Living Death. Yeah, let's get the land untap. Let's untap Darkslick Shores. Actually, I'll untap the Tropical Island. It's going to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make the land drop and get one more land. Yeah, let's just wait one more turn. I think I like that. We're going to go for Ooze. Ooey. Let's go for Ooze. I mean, because we can take one more Atraxa swing. That's really not the end of the world. Okay, we're going to go and pass the turn. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 lands. We have one more land on tap, which are going to be 7. So that's going to put us in a spot where we can go Living Death and we'll have Rights of Refusal back up. Then even then, if something does happen to where we do get the Living Death to resolve and our opponent has some sort of spot removal, we have more than enough cards to discard off Rights of Refusal to make sure that it's basically not going to have enough mana to pay for it between that Winter Orb. So. But the fun thing about playing against Winter Orb or any sort of land destruction deck is that it forces you to kind of find a way out that you normally wouldn't take. Like, you know, we're playing Mimeoplasm. Normally we're going to go for a really big Reanimator creature and then kind of go for that. Playing against Winter Orb, it kind of changes our game plan style. So as much as I dislike the card, from a Magic standpoint, it's actually, you know, it's fun to play against it because it teaches you different lines of play to go for that you normally wouldn't go for. Like, you know, sequencing a Living Death. Like, this Living Death is so crucial to us winning the game. So we're going to sequence it to where we have Rights of Refusal backup. You know, it's, I don't know, just kind of put your deck, make sure you put your deck through different lines of play that you're normally not used to going through. All right, opponent's lead is at 46 of that life gain. And then let's go ahead and hopefully untap for that Living Death. I like it. Opponent's going to be able to proliferate off of that. And then hopefully if they do have a counter spell, that's going to tap their mana out to where they're not going to be able to get Atraxa down. That's going to be the main thing that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and untap the Underground Sea. Okay, and we draw into another land. Let's go ahead and get the forest down. Let's go ahead and go for Living Death. I like that. So we're looking at 1, it's going to be green, a double black, and then tap out for 1 more. We're going to tap out on the Underground Sea. That gives us enough mana for Rights of Refusal. Oh, there we go. 12, 12, 7. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. And this also puts us in a good spot. So we are sitting at 12, 12. If we make the land drop next turn, we can start getting a few more creatures in the graveyard for Lord of Extinction. Hopefully we catch something off Lord of the Void to get some good creatures on the battlefield on our side, and that'll be good to go. And once again, we have Rights of Refusal backup. So you can see we kind of crawled out from underneath the Polar Bear, putting its claws on us, saying you can... I just love the Polar Bear holding its claw out, being like, you can only untap 1 land there, buddy. That's all you can go for. But yeah, and also, you know, sometimes when you're recording with Mimeoplasm, you get some of these really quick games. It is kind of fun to kind of get these a little bit grindier matches. You know, we're sitting at turn 13 right now, which is always fun. All right, see what our opponent's tapping out for. I'm definitely going to just Windmill Slam this Rights of Refusal, discarding a bunch of stuff into the bin. Don't mind this at all. Life's Finale, Rights of Refusal, counter target spell. That's going to be blue, and then Sunken Ruins. We're going to discard any number of cards, and then we're going to basically discard, get rid of Life from the Loam for sure. Yeah, I think that's okay. We still have Grim Tutor, Cruel Tutor, Worldly Tutor. We'll pretty much hold on to all of these. It's just going to be able to pay for 3 mana. Yeah, so we'll just pay for 1. Discard the The Life from the Loam, see if they're going to be able to pay for that. They only have 1 land right now. So basically it kind of puts them on something like Spell Pierce or something. And that has us looking at 23 coming across next turn, 15 with Lord of Extinction, Lord of the Void. That clock kind of accelerates a little bit better if we get some more lands into the graveyard, especially that Life from the Loam. We'll be able to dredge Lord of the Extinction. Untap 1 land, you peasant. Let's go and untap the Tropical Island. Let's go and dredge that Life from the Loam. Wonderful. Ooh, Inkwell Leviathan. Okay, so let's go and push in with the crew. That's going to be 17 coming across. We're going to let Hedron Crab swing in. Why not? He earned it. It's always fun to let Hedron Crab swing in. Get the Lord of the Void trigger coming down. 7 cards, and then that was... yeah, we whiffed on that one. Nothing, no creatures on that one. Might be just a creatureless build, more of a like kind of 4-color control style deck. Anything else that we're going to go for? No, we're going to go and pass the turn. So right at this point right now, we got 17. We have 24. So we have lethal on the board state right now. Even if they do get some sort of spot removal, they're going to have to take care of Lord of Extinction mainly. Or if they go for Lord of the Void, we'll still get those triggers going to where we can kind of get those exiles going. So we'll see if they pass the turn. Now, as far as anything with Worldly Tutor, I don't really think there's... anything that we need with Worldly Tutor. So we're just going to leave the land untapped. Let's go and untap the Underground Sea. And then let's see what we draw into. Draw into Lightning Greaves. Okay. Let's go and push it with the crew. It's going to be lethal if they don't have an answer. I mean, we could tap out for Lightning Greaves, but they're still going to use the spot removal anyway. So, and then plus it puts us on maybe wanting to use Grim Tutor. All right. Cycle the card. Let's go and push in. That's going to be 15 coming across. Good game. Very good game. Indeed. Enjoyed it. It's always fun when a commander game goes to turn 14 and we can claw our way out from a winter orb. Let's go and swing at the crew. Hedron Crab, you're included in this too. Coming across, and that will be lethal right there, and we will not get to see what the Lord of the Void trigger is. But yes, happy birthday to Joel. Hope this is a good video for you. And we got to claw our way out from underneath a winter orb, which is always nice. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.